Excuse the background noise. You know what I mean? Excuse the face. Excuse the body. Oh, excuse the stance. It's been a crazy day. Next 48 hours gonna be even more crazier, man. It's all good. Just a lot going on. Still in separation from the twin. You know what I'm saying? For now. Still all good. Any rate, usually do these on Wednesdays. We're gonna do karmic readings on Thursdays. Gonna do the divine masculines karmic situation first, and then we're gonna get to the feminines right after this. Okay. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes rant, and we will begin. You know what I'm saying? Head, that's swords. Thoughts, decisions, mentality, ideology, the direction you go in, the decisions you're making. Everything starts in the mind. Then you got, excuse background noise, OG. She must be japping. Somebody catching that smoke. Swords, yeah. Everything starts in the mind. Then you got cups. Cups are feelings and emotions. All feelings and emotions are just indicators on where you're going mentally. Your heart and mind is aligned with everything that you do, or should be. You know, you ain't just making decisions or choosing to go in a direction and just going that way without any feeling to it, you know. Then you got wands. Wands are actions and behavior, things you're doing, things you've done, not what you finna do because you ain't did them yet. Actions and behaviors, that's wands. It's also the moment, the present, ing, what you're currently doing. What you're doing or what you've done. Because what you're doing has karma and accountability attached to it. What you've done has karma and accountability attached to it, not what you finna do. Who's the king of wands, the divine masculine, you could tell. Heart and mind, cups and swords are ruled by the divine feminine. And then you got pentacles. That's the toes. Pentacles are persons, places, and things. These things you can taste, touch, see, feel, and hear. All things, pentacles, people expire. All things, pentacles, people have expiration dates, and they're all temporary. So, oh yeah, I'm doing deals. I'm doing like a 3-day flash sale. That's about Sunday if you want to book like half price readings. So I'm doing readings for 30 and life coaching for 65. Got till Sunday. Just drop a line. Ain't got to be too complex. Let's get this energy going. Information is in the description box. First card in this message, masculine. Oh, and karmic readings, it's just the karma that surrounds your divine masculine as far as past karma or karma he's just went through. He could be a she could be a he, you know how we rocking. We got the feminine role. It's his karma in regards to feminines. Could be his divine feminine, could be his karmic feminine, could be the feminines in his life. His or her life. He could be a she could be a he, you know how we rocking. Then you got the masculine role that deals with himself or herself. Men in their lives, the masculine energies in their lives, you know. And then you got the future. It's the karma to come. Overall energy is fairly important. Fairly. Bottom line energy is very important. What's fairly important, overall energy, we got the Queen of Cups. This is my psychic card in my deck. It's like an X-Men card. You know, every psychic is an X-Men. But every X-Men is a divine. So every divine is an X-Men and a psychic at the same damn time. Now every X-Men has a different power. No X-Men is the same. Now, as an X-Men, you can either choose to go to the School of the Gifted over here with Professor X, develop your powers so you don't hurt yourself or other people in the process of you figuring out the greatness that is you, you feel me? Or you can just go the Magneto way and just do trial and error in the world. What's the world? 4 cups. Feelings and emotions. You know, this is dreams, fantasies, writings on the wall. You ever heard that term? The writing is on the wall. Writing on the wall. This type of energy. It's fairly important, masculine. You definitely see the writing on the wall. You definitely see this whole X-Men divine shit your feminine been talking about. You're the smartest person you know. You're the most popular person you know. You're the most established person you know. You might not have all the wealth and the connections and the status and that dick riding shit everybody else fucking with. You know what I'm saying? But what you got is your, like you. You know, you probably can ask anybody, any friend of yours, they'll speak of you in a highlight. Ask any feminine, whether you fuck with these women or not. They still look at you in high regard, even if you is an asshole and shit like that. You know, ask your divine feminine about you. The feminine will speak highly about you. You know what I'm saying? You're a good person. You're divine. You know, you're good because you're powerful. You're powerful in some type of way. You know what I mean? And you got influence. You got draw. You got a lot going on, man. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just who you are. And actually, you're out here front and center. This is the King of Wands, the divine masculine, the divine feminine's counterpart, but you know, he's a person in its own. It's like Ashford and Simpson. I mean, they two separate people, but together they're like a two-headed dragon. You feel me? It's like Puff Daddy and Mace. You know what I'm saying? Puff had a nice solo career as an artist. Mace had a nice, you know, solo artist type thing. But when the motherfuckers was together, it was just a different thing. We'll get to that later. You got the gift. What are you dreaming about a lot? Who are you dreaming about a lot? What are the things in your dreams? You know, fantasies. What do you fantasize about the most? Who do you fantasize about the most? Like, this is like your deep thoughts. You know, subconscious. This ain't really subconscious because it deals with the cups, feelings, and emotions. This is where passion lies. This is where like love lies. This is where like integrity lies, ethics, morals, values, shit like that. You're a special person. And if you don't see that by now, you're gonna miss out a lot in the future. Say that shit one more time. For the niggas in the back, if you don't understand or see that now, then you're gonna miss a lot in your future. It's fairly important. Bottom line, it was very important. We still got this Four of Pentacles here. It's a four. It's a low energy, but fours are good because we do got the Twin Flame Union, Reunion, and Recognition card out here, which is the Four of Wands. So we got some good foes out here. It's folks though. Good foes, good fours out here, but it's folks though. Bottom line, you're gonna have to. Four of Pentacles is letting something go and being scared to let go of something. So it's really holding on too tight to some shit or being scared to let some shit go. It's a pinnacle, whatever you're holding on to. It's a person, place, or thing you're holding on to. You don't hold on to anything. You don't hold on to any place. You don't hold on to any person. Because number one, they don't belong to you, especially if they're grown. Even if they are your kids. You know, you can't. You can shelter them, but don't smother them. You know what I'm saying? You gonna fuck them up beyond belief, trying to, I don't know, give them an opportunity that you wasn't presented with. You know, like control. You don't control a person. Like I say, they're your property. If they're your property, it's different. Children are your fucking property. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, your workers and shit like that, they're human beings. They're adults. Any adult you fucking with in the world, you can't hold on. When your kids become adults, you can't hold on to them. You know what I'm saying? You loosen up that grasp. Or be like black people, you know, as black Christian children, when we're born, you know, my mother, you know, she gave, I was born with a person, I was a twin. So my mother gave me and my twin sister up to God. I talked to my uncle DC. He said he did the same shit with my cousin Clarence. You know what I'm saying? It's like a black Christian thing. She gave us up to God. What does that mean? She let us go. So she had us, gave us to God. So anything that happens beyond her clutches, when we get grown in the future, it's in God's hands. Not her. She already shook the dust off that. Ain't got to feel no guilt, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? About the person that is her child or are her children. That type of shit, you know what I'm saying? It ain't the person you holding on to, it's something else, something else. It ain't them, because you have no control over them. Obviously, it's something you holding on to, and that thing you're gonna have to really find out what it is and let it go. And when you let go, you let God. Bottom line, let go and let God. Let go of a situation. Let go of an ideology. It's something. Let go of something. Let go. You might be scared. It's like, just keep it. It's the energy. Bottom line, you have the energy of a kid that's scared to jump off the high dive, but is going to, obviously, to impress someone. You're nervous. You get up there and you piss your pants. Like you get up to the top, high dive, which looks like a skyscraper to you, and you piss your fucking pants. And since you don't want to go back down the ladder with pissed pants and chickening out and shit, you decide to jump for dear life. You know what I mean? It's like you jump, hit the water pretty hard, caught you off guard. Damn near knocked the wind out your ass. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you start pedaling up, you get to the surface, and you're hurting and you're in pain, so much fucking pain. But you swim to the edge of the pool and you walk out and you go straight to the motherfucking locker room. It's kind of weird, but it wasn't bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all good. There's no surrenderous moment of, oh my God, Billy just jumped into the fucking pool. People don't know you like that. You know what I'm saying? You're just another person that's jumping off this ladder. That is love. So, hey, learn to let go. You know what I'm saying? Just jump. Yeah, it's gonna hurt. Yeah, it's different. Yeah, it's some shit you ain't never did before. It's fucking scary as hell, but it's worth the trip. Come into your reading, my players. Karma coming straight in. We got the Four of Swords. This is an idle mind. An idle mind is a devil's workshop. What's the devil's workshop? It's basically like a mental. Let's see. Four of Swords is the equivalent of a brain fart. You got a song to write at the studio. You're been at the studio basically 24 hours. Each one of them hours costing, and this whole time you've been in there, you ain't been able to get nothing out. Time is money. It's getting critical at this point. You're gonna have to make something or pull something out your ass or something. You're gonna have to get the fuck out this mental funk you in to where you can't do what you was put here to do. This is the equivalent for swords, the equivalent of like laziness, procrastination. No, it's like I'll get to it later. Or you think sword, and what you think is what you know. You think you don't have to do something when you do. You don't really know because, like I say, currently you idle. This is basically wasting a shitload of time. You're supposed to be somewhere. You end up playing games on your phone. You look up, it's been 2 hours. You done wasted 2 fucking hours playing a game on your phone. That shit just took time away from you. You just missed out on something. You're having too much fun. Knowing in the morning you gotta be somewhere important, like a family gathering or some shit that involves your integrity and commitment or culture, tradition, obligations, or some shit, and you blow it off. You've been idle in a particular department in your life. You've been idle in your love life, then excuse me. Excuse that. If you've been idle in your love life, it's karma to that. You've been idle in your divine obligations. Shit you got to do in your twin flame shit. The shit your feminine be telling you about, but you just be waving that, just shaking that shit off like it don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of Four Swords, idle to your divine business and shit. Karma is gonna beseech upon your ass. Karma beseeches upon everybody. But what go around, come around. And what you doing definitely will come back. Even the shit you ain't doing. It ain't like somebody handling that. You gotta handle that yourself. So, coming into this reading, you personally, you got Ace of Wands. This is awareness. But this is also like the Nebuchadnezzar from the Matrix. Matrix movies, Matrix, the trilogies, and this fourth one that they put out. Fourth trilogy and the fourth one they put out. This is the first step to twin flame union, reunion, and recognition. This is the first step to path, to purpose. This is the first step towards survival. Survival is the 2 of Wands. Path, purpose is 3 of Wands. Twin flame union, reunion, and recognition is 4 of Wands. It's just 3 moves, wands, actions, and behavior. 3 moves from here to get home to your twin. That's what you really digging. You know what I mean? It's a vibe. You see it. Queen of Cups, you've foreseen it. Like, it's this place you dream about. It's this life you see. It's this life you see. It's just like finally getting aware on how to do it. You know, it's one thing hearing about how to do something, but when you have the opportunity to actually get aware of the actions and behavior that it takes to do some shit, you're gonna do it. Come to the situation, you got the energy of like the first primitive man, you know, the first group of primitive men on Earth and shit. They finally figured out that the fish in the water they can catch and they can eat that shit. That's a food substance. You know what I mean? But they heard about like some guy comes in with like a big sack of fish, and he's basically getting paid selling people the fish, but he's not really teaching the people how to fish, thus capitalizing on a big monopoly here in this primitive bay out here, right? And your divine masculine, the divine masculine, you're the type of guy. You're the type of guy. You're the type of girl. You know, you could be a she. You know, right? Masculine, you're the type of person that'll get aware of this. Like, just from how he's moving. You peep it. I wonder who else knows how to fish. Oh, nobody else knows how to fish. So this is a monopoly. That's not right. Okay, let me learn. You get in good with the guy. He teaches you how to fish. Really to work for him. Because he wants to expand his business. But instead, you take this awareness and you go somewhere with it. You go somewhere else with it. Okay, you know how to fish, but now it's time to actually fish. So once you fish A4 again, you try it, it works. Boom, that's the 201s. That's survival. You knew how to fish. You know, at first you was going to people to buy fish. Now you know how to actually catch fish. So you could do what this guy's doing, monopolize on that fact, and just, you know, feed people fish instead of teaching them how to fish. Or you can 301s. It'd be your purpose, your path, to be the one to teach people how to fish so they'll never starve again. Takes money out your pockets just like it took money out that guy's pockets for even putting you on to fishing. But that's the power of awareness. Once again, it goes back to the X-Men card. You can get on some Professor Xavier shit, do good with your powers, with your abilities, with your influence, with your awareness, or you can go left field with it. Feminine role. Your karma to the feminine energy, divine masculine, is the King of Wands. This is who you are. Like I say, this is like Superman, not Clark Kent. Batman, not Bruce Wayne. Spider-Man, not Peter Parker. This is you in full form, you in uniform, you in full suit, like you with the utility belt and the Batmobile and all that shit. Like you in this energy, you finna help somebody. Excuse the hands, you know what I'm saying? Just came in straight from work, you know what I mean? I didn't even see that, boy. All right, yeah, you're just like a superhero, and with great power comes great responsibility. It's like when you in this energy, you got a job to do. You cannot be Superman, right? And fully clothed Superman watching a thug beat a person to death, or see a fucking weirdo, you know, just walking a motherfucking innocent, you know, supermarket and just start blowing motherfuckers' brains out and shit. Like you actual super person. That'd be bogus as hell if Superman let a motherfucker die and Batman didn't do shit. Yeah, I mean, you a whole superhero. Why you ain't help that woman? Why you ain't help that man? Why you ain't helping your community? You know what I'm saying? So that's the karma of being the one. You are a good person. You do help. You do got a big heart. You, unlike your cronies. And pretty much generally any other masculine that you know. You're really getting Ace of Wands awareness on exactly who you are. You're fucking different. You always been different. Your feminine ain't just the only person that's telling you was different. Your fucking parents told you was different. Different. Maybe you being different then was bad. You mean when you get older and you see you just who you are. This is your true self. Superhero, the hero, your true self. You know who you're this energy around the most? Your divine counterpart. Your divine feminine brings this energy out of you. Your divine feminine is who makes you want to be this energy or bask in that and shit. Like, you know, more smoke on you. Just more smoke on you, player. Got another king. This is the King of Pentacles. This is a master manifester. Who you are? King of Pentacles, that's a wizard. It's a person that know how to manifest whatever the fuck they want. You know? alchemist and shit. You know what I mean? That's you. That's your powers. That's your abilities. You know what I'm saying? Or this King of Pentacles could be a karmic masculine. The karmic masculines come out in my readings. They usually represent a King of Pentacles. In my LLE Ascension deck, this is a divine masculine. This is a karmic masculine. You act just like this motherfucker right here. Like you act karmic and shit. That's your superpower. You can actually prance around like this in this energy and then go back home. What's home? Four of Wands, twin flame, union, reunion, recognition. In this energy, you can be evil and good at the same fucking time. You can make rules, but ain't gotta fucking obey them bitches. You mean you can save people, but you can also destroy a motherfucker. Like, feminists, y'all be saying shit all the time. My masculine be acting karmic as hell all the motherfucking time. He does, actually. Like, yeah. And he kind of gets away with it. Why? Why does he get away with all this shit? Because he's the one. Who is Neo? What's that nigga name? Who's Neo? What does he refer to? The one, right? Who was the right masculine? The one. Super nigga, not regular nigga. He's a super nigga. Like, yeah. Shit you'll learn years in a twin flame demo, but moving on. That's your karma. The karma is you are who you are. So, it's a gift and a curse. You know? It's a gift and a curse. You out here today, boy. At any rate, you directly come into this situation, masculine. You got the Ten of Wands. This is a temporary ending. Or pumping the brakes on something while you still can. You know, you hear them sirens and shit, like whatever that is, if that's the choppers, then you know, somebody's past this point. You know what I mean? Like Ten of Wands is just calling time out. It's like you've been dating, you see it ain't going nowhere, and you being who you are, you're the man. You are a divine masculine and you a master manifester. Like you can manifest any situation you want, anything you don't want anymore. You're the King of Wands, right? You could just throw this up. This ain't no permanent ending. It's just a temporary. It's the energy of like when your freaks hit you up. Hey, can I come over and kick it and shit? You be like, all right, cool, shit, whatever. Get your Mac Daddy Denzel mode. You know what I'm saying? Y'all end up Netflix and chilling. And, you know, before it get too late, you end up tapping her and shit. Hey, you got to go. She hit you with the whole lot. What you talking about? You hit her with the whole lot. What you talking about? Like, I'm going to see you again. Like, you got to go now. Like, temporary. This is temporary actions. I had 10 moves for you. The moves are done. You got to bye. This is like I say, a relationship you know ain't going nowhere. So you choose to break it off. Hey, you know what? I'm cool. I ain't hurting you, you ain't hurting me. The only thing we gonna get hurt is feelings. It's best if we leave this shit alone now, you know, before we start having kids around this bitch, before, you know, we can fuck around and get married or something. And then this becomes a tennis sport. You can't just leave a marriage. You know what I'm saying? You can leave a fucking relationship, y'all dating. You can always pull this card. It ain't a trump card, it's an energy. You can just go somewhere else. Because you can do that. This is having the power to leave something while you can. Or to end something while you can. Some shit go on, you and your homies about to get into it. Y'all gonna go who ride on some other motherfuckers or go beat up some other people or do some crazy shit to some other people in retaliation of what just happened to you and your friends, so-called friends. And it's like, they got guns, they got cars, they ready to ride. You ready to ride, they ready to ride. You hop in the car with them too, because why? You a rider. Till you get to the first stoplight and you're like, you know what, let me out this car. Let you out. Why? So ain't no blood on your hands. So you ain't even in the midst of whatever's about to happen because you're smart. And you got the opportunity to get out the car before the melee happened. You know, it's like Cuba Gooding Jr. and Boys from the Hood. He hopped out the car. He went about that life. And at the end of the movie, you've seen what happened to Doughboy, Ice Cube in the movie. You know what I'm saying? So it would have been a bad move anyway. You know, so it's just ending something while you can. Masculine, bottom line, more important than anything, you need to let something go. Number one, why you can. Number two, for it get legal. Number three, because it's just temporary. You can always go back to it if you want to, but why go backwards? But I mean, you got the power. That deals with the feminine in your life. So, like I say, you're gonna have to leave particular feminine. It's time. Like real shit. It ain't no growth and development happening. Ain't no profound things happening in your life. Since whoever this feminine is been around. We obviously ain't talking about the divine feminine. Her influence has been profound. Hella reasons as to why your divine feminine is around, but as far as this karmic feminine, this Queen of Pentacles you fucking with, cut it out. Cut it out. So, the karma to yourself right now, you got the Two of Swords. You back at square two. This ain't square one. This is square two. There's only one right direction, and that's up. It ain't left and right. It ain't even up or down. It ain't even duality. It ain't nothing. Nothing. It's just something. Say that shit one more time for the niggas in the back. It ain't just something. It's something. It's like nothing. You going up. That's the only right way. It's up. What's up, goddess? What's up? What's up? Away. What's up? Away. You go up. You going away from shit. You go forward. You going north. You mean you go back, you going south, you go left, you going east, you go right, you going motherfucking west, yo. You go up, you going away. You can't go down from down. You already on the ground. It's a choice you need to make, and it's just to go the right way. You've been going the alternative direction for a long ass time. I'll just put it like this. You've been going a whole other direction since your twin flame situation started. For some. For some, y'all been going other directions since this twin flame thing started. Go the right way one time. So one right way. Go the right way one time. What's the right way? The road less travel. What's the right way? The not easy way. If you think it's gonna be ridiculed, or you think it's gonna be whatever you think, it ain't even what you think, it's what you know. Whatever way you scared of the most. You want to go that way because it stays in your conscience, but you gotta make a decision. Yes, you got options, but it seems like you exhausted every single option you can flip. It's like a badass kid you dealing with, and it's just like you trying to get them to do something, like eat or something, like something. You trying to get them to do something, and they ain't doing nothing. And you've really exhausted yourself trying to get like you hit them with everything. It's like giving it all you got. I hit you with all my moves. I don't know what the fuck to do. Like it's that type of energy. Like you really exhausted. Seriously, exhausted every other move you can make. You kind of in checkmate. This deals with yourself. This ain't shit to do with the feminine. You understand me? This deals all with you, player. The karma to yourself. You need to make a power play with yourself. You need to go the way you wanted to go this whole time and been scared to go. Like the scary route. You know what scary route I'm talking about? The hardest, you think, the most emotionally difficult or the most ridiculing path? Whatever. Get with it. Let's move on. Because you directly, in regards to yourself, you got this Three of Pentacles right here. This is a bridge. You're going to learn the bridge lesson. Bridges. It's getting from point A to point C. Can't get to point C without hitting point B, though. This is the destination. This is the checkpoint. Two examples. First example, preschool kid. You in Head Start preschool. First friend you ever met. This is you. This is your so-called future friend. Y'all had something in common which made y'all buddies. Y'all either had y'all names was the same. That was something y'all had in common. Y'all like the same boy. That was something in common. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got the same favorite color. Y'all like the same favorite foods. Y'all stay in the same neighborhood. Like it's something. It's a thing. It's a person, place, or thing. okay, that you share in common with another person when you build with somebody. This is, hey, I like you, you like me, okay, let's be friends. Okay, let's go steady. Okay, let's date. Okay, let's fuck. Okay, let's whatever. Something brought you two together. You know what I mean? We've been building bridges since children. So I don't want to hear shit, especially me as a life coach and all that. I don't want to hear shit about how another person's beneath you or how you think somebody is above you or they feel they're above you when you two are the same. Like attracts like. That's how y'all met in the first place. As shitty as whoever this might be, you two share the like cause, a common denominator, you feel me? And you need to watch how you build bridges. What is this thing that keeps low level, basic, scandalous, toxic, messy, drama filled, goofy, weird ass people? Why do you connect with people like that? Why do you even share the same common denominator as them? It could be just something as simple as the box. What is this, a box, right? The box. Hey, I'm a man, you a woman, man. Obviously, you got something I need. So let's build this bridge real quick. Like, keep it real. That's all the situation is. How you doing? How you doing? See, me, I'm a Leo. I don't beat around no bushes. Like, how I build bridges, direct. Yo, what's poppin'? We ain't dragging that knowing. We ain't beating around bushes. Like, people connect bridges in different ways. Some people do this passive aggressively. Some people do it passively. Some people do it aggressively. Like, bridges. The method you got on building with people is you need to ball that shit up and like Kobe that bitch in the trash because that shit's done. You know what I'm saying? You need to build with different people. You need to build with the people you building with already in a new way. Like you got buildings to do. So make sure whoever you share a common denominator with, a common cause with, a common goal with, a common pinnacle with, that they're at least on your level or above. And we don't mean just because they got more money than you, they above you. They probably broke as hell. When you talking about a person that's, I don't know, got hella degrees and you only got one, like that don't mean shit. You probably smarter than them. Like take pinnacles out the equation. It ain't pinnacles that make a person a good person. It's their wands. Like going back to you, you're the king of wands, right? Divine masculine. It's what you're doing and what you've done that makes you a good person. So actions and behavior that make you a good person, not what you got. You can always, king of pentacles, manifest what you got instead of looking at, I'm gonna say some shit. Nah, I ain't gonna say nothing. I'm gonna hurt people's feelings and shit. But yeah, this is a person you think you need to be like. We'll just call him Kevin. You see Kevin, you know what I mean? All the girls like Kevin. Kevin dresses nice. Kevin, you know, talks to women in a way you wish you can talk to women. You really are Kevin. You Kevin women all the time. But instead, because he has pentacles, you think you ain't doing the right thing or doing something right. Obviously, he has to be doing something better than me because look where he at and look where I'm at. That's some dumb shit. Fuck his pentacles. Look at his wands. You can't see the wands, can you? Oh, he's karmic. Don't go comparing yourselves to karmic. You're going to piss yourself off every time. Usually the originators, usually the people who laid the foundation, usually the forefathers and shit, didn't really become famous. Didn't really die with a lot of money. Didn't really, you know, because it wasn't, Pentacles wasn't the cause. Money wasn't the cause. The cause, I'm sure, were wands, actions, behavior, or actions, modification, or movement. Movement. I'm tight, man. Just replay me, man. I'll be dropping so many jewels on here. Wrapping this up so we can get to the feminine reading. Masculine going to the future. Yo, karma going to the future. You got the Two of Cups. This is a ship. You got a relationship to really tend to going to the future. If you choose to stay with this karmic feminine, it's a relationship you got. And by being with a karmic feminine buddy, that makes you a karmic masculine. You could be this, but instead you put this suit on. Whatever she has a pinnacle. That's the only reason you with her. It's a pinnacle you have. It's the only reason why she with you. It's, I told you, it's a bridge. It's this. This is this. See, with the King of Wands, it's what you doing that makes you great. It's what you're doing and that gives you character. It's what you're doing that creates great experiences and milestones, and also who you're doing it with. And you can only do this King of Wands business with a Queen of Wands. Who was that? Yo, Divine Feminine. She's the only person on this wand stuff that you about. When you become when you get in a relationship with a Karmic Feminine, you become a Karmic Masculine. So whatever that thing she has is facilitated with you. You have no name. You are her something. Like whatever the something is, you're just the keeper of that something. So, you know, she just y'all FWBs, then you her benefactor. You give her something, she giving you something. That's all it is. It's a give and take relationship. It's not mutual, because how you feel ain't how she feel. What she trying to do ain't what you trying to do. What she on ain't what you on. It's just a pinnacle that brings you two together. That's a karmic situation. So if you ever wonder what a karmic demo was, it's this. What I just said. So you choose to build in your union, which is the bottom. So this is the future role right here. This is your karma. This is you directly, consciously. You know, if you choose to deal with your karmic feminine, I told you, it's just karma is just like a hamster wheel that you go around and around and around it. How do divines move? You're divine. How do you really move? In an infinity. You do this circle in a hamster wheel shit just like your divine feminine, just like everybody else in the world. But you come over here and you do other things. This is the other shit. You know, if you do choose to deal with your twin, then like I say, you gotta deal with the karma with twin flame, union be union recognition. It's infinite. It's intense. It's not like any other thing you're gonna experience. It can be a lot. It's a lot on you, but it's also a lot on your family. It's a bit much on you, but it's also a bit much on your feminine. But being in a twin flame situation makes you the best person that you can be. I.e., this King of Wands that's out here that you can't even be because you cloaked in karmic freaking armor. Four of Wands, let's go home. Four of Wands is also home. Besides twin flame, union, recognition, and separation. That's the fourth wand. Separation is the glue that holds twin flame, union, recognition together. This is also home, or the four walls that is your shelter. Home. I'm here for some masculines. Why the relationship won't work? It's your home. Or her home. It has to deal with a home. It has to deal with the four walls that somebody's shelter. Her shelter or your shelter. You know, but what is home? Home is where the heart is. You know what I mean? It ain't a place that's a home. Home is where the heart is. So that's your message. Hope I could be of good use. Look if you need me. Catch these specials. They expire Sunday. Check this next message. 1.